Hi, my name is Alexis and I'm going to be your teacher for the next 13 weeks. And these classes will be about hardware. So let's get started. But first of all, welcome to this. This will be an incredible adventure and let's start. First of all, good morning. How are you? I hope you are okay. And now I'm here. Hi. And how was your week? Tell me how was your week. This will count as participation from today's class. Someone wants to participate?
Yes, it was heavy. I did a lot of uh, homework, but I completed it. And yeah, kind of relaxing the last few days. I finished homeworks and I went to a party.
Nice to know that. And Leo raised his hand and he says, it was pretty cool. I played Battlefield with a friend. Nice to know that. Nice to do. It was very cool. And how do you feel today? Like today's class, how do you feel right now? Like,
Anxious. I don't know why.
oh, yeah, it happens at times. It's normal. It's very common. But okay, this class is about to start, so don't move up. We're going to start with this incredible adventure. Okay, now let me open the next presentation. That is very interesting, mainly because it's about hardware and I like the hardware a lot. Okay, this is the presentation is about hardware vocabulary. I have here an incredible quote that says, "It is only when they go wrong that machines remind you how powerful they are." So I'm going to pass this slide. First of all, someone wants to read? Someone wants to read this slide?
CPU?
No, GPU.
Oh, oh, okay. Your yeah, no. A specialized processor originally designed to accelerate graphics rendering.
Yeah, okay, about this. First of all, I'm going to. Yeah, okay, right. Okay. Now, first of all, about these things that you are seeing in this monitor, the GPU is very important. The CPU can create these incredible images, but it will be very slow because there are a little cores. There are not a lot of cores. A GPU is dedicated to graphics unit, okay, that has a lot of cores. In this case, we are seeing a very basic GPU that has HDMI port, VGA port, and DVI port. That stands for HDMI stands for High Definition Multimedia Interface. VGA stands for Video Graphics Array, and DVI stands for Display Visual Interface. Okay, there is another port that is called Display port, that is literally a display port, and the two main companies of this market is Nvidia, and the other one is AMD. That in the past was the AMD Radeon Graphics. In the past was ATI Graphics, ATI Graphics, but then AMD bought the company, and now it's ATI Radeon or Radeon AMD. Now, the next slide. Someone wants to read?
Is a portion of a computer that retrieves and executes instruction. The CPU is essentially the brain of a system.
Yeah, you can see here the CPU. As the GPU, the GPU stands for Graphics Processing Unit, and this stands for Central Processing Unit. Okay, the CPU is very important. It's literally the brain. It's the thing that gives the instructions to all the system to this thing to function, to have a function and be in a correct state. Okay, there are very good processors nowadays that in the past were like boom, something that I don't believe in the past, but now I believe. We can see here the two dominants. It's AMD, again, Advanced Micro Devices, and Intel. Intel stands for Intel. It's literally the name of the company is Intel, while AMD stands for Advanced Micro Devices. But those companies are the dominants in this market. Now, the next slide. RAM, random access memory. It's a computer short-term memory which is used to handle other active tasks and apps. None of your programs, file, games, or strings will work without RAM. And this is very important because the RAM is the thing that is connected to the processor and the storage at the same time. The storage has all the data, and this is the RAM over here. I'm going to go with for a market over here. We can see this is our CPU, this is our storage, and this is the RAM. As you can see here, probably you can see, so I'm going to, you can see, right? They say CPU, storage, and RAM, right?
So.
Okay. This is the CPU. Over here is the CPU, over here is the RAM, and this is the storage. It will be very, very slow to communicate the storage between the CPU. It will be very, very slow. So this is the reason why there is the RAM. The RAM is very, very fast. So the storage gets data, temporary data, to the RAM, and the RAM is the thing that like fits the CPU. It's like a human with a tree and apples. The apples are data, the tree is the storage, and this basket over here of the human is the RAM. The human is the CPU. The human with the basket, that is the RAM, will grab data from the storage and have it like very, very next to the CPU, human in this case, and the thing will be like the human will be faster with the basket because they will be very, very slowly processed to grab more apples from the tree. So the apples are the data that is in the that are in the basket that the human will eat, in this case the CPU. And when that data, like I don't need that data or I don't need that apple, it will throw that information and grab more information over here. And there are also like capacities of this RAM: 32 gigabytes, 8, 4, 16, and a lot more. This will look like the size of the basket. 32 will be a very big basket, for a very small basket, 16 a medium basket, and that will be like the example over here. Okay, and we can see the RAM is the random access memory, right? RAM stands for random access memory, as the Daft Punk album. Now, Rom, who wants to read this?
Me, ROM, read-only memory, is a type of non-volatile memory used in computers and other electronic devices. Data stored in ROM cannot be electronically modified after the manufacture of the memory device.
Yeah, as you can see, it's very, very easy to say this because ROM, ROM, stands for read-only memory. It's the memory that just reads, okay? A very, very common mistake of this kind of hardware things are confuse ROM with the storage. A lot of people confuse ROM with storage, and storage and ROM are not the same. Are literally very, very different, okay? So yeah, the next slide. PCIe, or Peripheral Component Interconnect Express. Yeah, PCIe stands for Peripheral Component Interconnect Express. The PCIe, it's primarily used as a standardized interface for motherboard component, including graphics, memory, and storage. Okay, over here I'm going to use laser over here. Let me just open it. Over here you can see these slots. Okay, this will be for the graphics card. Over here, it's not in the image, it's like a little port that will be for storage. And you can also add more cards on the PCIe, Peripheral Component Interconnect Express port, mainly because it's very, very fast. Okay, and yeah, as I am mentioning, as I'm tell yeah, and as I am telling to you, this is very, very important, mainly because this device over here will help you a lot with the velocity on the data transmission. Okay, that's the reason why the graphics card connect on that port. That's the reason why the storage of NVMe M.2 are very fast, mainly because those devices connect in the PCIe. Okay, now the next slide. Storage. Who wants to read this?
Me, the retention of retrieval data on a computer or other electronic system memory.
Yeah, okay, the storage. There are a lot of type of storage. The images over here are not all the type of storage. We can see over here the HDD, the very basic one, the common storage. Then there is the SSD. That is very fast, but not as fast as the M.2. Okay, there are types. There is the HDD, the SSHD, that is a hybrid model between this one and this one. Then there is the normal SSD. Then is the M.2 SATA, and there is the M.2 NVMe that it connects on the PCIe port, PCIe port. And then there is the M.2 that connects from the PCIe port. That is very fast. It's like a lot of times faster than this old hard drive. Okay, and obviously there are definitions. Hard drive, or the HDD, stands obviously for hard drive disk. The SSD stands for solid state device, and there is the other types of storage. Okay, now a Kahoot time. Okay, I prepare a Kahoot for you. It's a very special. Okay, so we're going to start hardware vocabulary in three, in two, in one. Okay. First question: GPU stands for option red, Granite Poly User, option blue, Graphical Face Unit, option yellow, Gregory Palmer Ulrich, option green, Graphics Processing Unit. Yeah, obviously it stands, as we saw, Graphics Processing Unit. Okay. Okay, yeah, Leo is in top one mainly because he's faster. Okay. Question number two. Is the portion of a computer that retrieves and executes instructions? Option red is CPU, option blue is PUC, option yellow, okay, yeah. Option red is CPU because we saw in the presentation CPU is central processing unit, and central processing unit is a portion of a computer that retrieves and executes instructions. As I said, it's the brain of the computer. Leo Steele's in the top one. Nice. True or false? RAM stands for Random Access Mastermind. True is blue. False is red. Yeah, it's false. RAM stands for Random Access Memory, not Mastermind. Okay, Leo is having a high streak. Okay, nice. What are the types of storage? As I mentioned, there is the HHD, SDD, and SATA, the option red. The option blue is HDD, SD, M.2, and the option yellow is the correct, yeah. There is HDD, SSHD, that is the hybrid model. There is the SSD, then the M.2 SATA, and then the M.2 PCIe, okay? Nice. They're almost okay. Nono is reaching Leo. It's primarily used as a standardized interface for motherboards components including graphics, memory, and storage. The image over here. Yeah, it was Peripheral Component Interconnect Express, PCIe. And yeah, this was confusing because it's exploit, but it's express, okay? Now we're going to watch this. Yeah, okay, Leo is very, it's on fire. VGA stands for Video Graphics Advanced, Video Graphics Array, Video Graphics Array, or Video Graphics Aluminum. Red, Video Graphics Advanced, blue, Video Graphics Array, yellow, Video Graphics Array, and green, Video Graphics Aluminum. Yeah, VGA stands for Video Graphics Array. Very well done. Now, question number 7. DVI stands for Digital Visual Interface. True or false? True. Okay, yeah, very well done. You're learning so well. Okay. Leo steals in top 1. That's nice to know. Now, what is the name of the company that owns this logo? AMD, option red, option blue, Intel, option yellow, Voodoo FX3, option green, A Industry. Okay, yeah, very correct. The right answer was AMD. The logo, it's literally the basic form of the angles of the A and the M. So yeah, the right answer is AMD. Okay, Leo is having all the questions until now very correct. Very well done, Leo. AMD stands for, I don't know, Menda. Option red, option blue, advanced micro devices, option yellow, advanced micro devices, and option green, advanced micro duplicate. And yes, the correct answer is advanced micro devices. Very well done. And now the final question. What is the name of this man? Elon Musk, option red, option blue, Elon Tusk, option yellow, Jeff Bezos, option green, Elon Musk. Yeah, the correct answer is Elon Musk. It's the richest man in the world right now. That for paying taxes, he sells cars. Very well done. And this is the podium. The top three. There was no top three. In the top two we have Nono, and in the top one we have Leo. Very well done. Okay, nice to know that. Leo is top one. I'm very proud of you, and there is not difficult question. Every question was answered correctly by most players. That's very good. We can see here the report over here. Okay, yeah. Questions 10, playtime 6 minutes. Okay, yeah. Now, back to the presentation of today. We can see over here the teraflops formula. We're going to do a little formula. The teraflops or teraflops, teraflops as you want to say, is the measure of theoretical power, and this is the formula. The clock speed of the shaders times the number of shaders cores times 2, and this divided by 1 million. In this case, I'm going to do an example over here. I'm going to open the calculator and Google, mainly because I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to search, I don't know, RTX 2060 Super, this NVIDIA graphics card. I'm going to go to the NVIDIA's page, and over here we can see, we go more than like down. There is here, view full specs. We can see that it has 2176 CUDA cores times the base clock. There is this, but in this case we're going to take the boost clock. There is 1615 times 2, this is the number, divided 1 million, and we have that this graphics card has a theoretical power of 7.1 teraflops. That's very like nice. But if we go to these products, graphics card 3090, this is the literally the best graphics card that exists. Beautiful specs. 10,000 1,700 now times 2, and this 35 million, and this divided by a million. This graphics card, theoretical, this the power of this graphics card is 35.6 teraflops. That's a lot, and there is like more 24 gigs of RAM, VRAM, GDDR6X. That is very fast. And now, thanks for your attention. Have a nice day. That was the end. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. I hope you also have a very nice day. See ya.